What's good? What's good? It's the one and only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So we are on the heels of what is to be at least the greatest card of my generation, for sure. I definitely understand that. I remember hearing about how Don King used to put on great cards or whatnot, but this is by far the greatest card of my generation, man, and I am super excited about Saturday. I couldn't be more excited. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and drop my early predictions for this weekend, but I also got to talk about Joseph Parker and what now is versus his opponent Martin Bakole. Now listen, bro, when I heard that Daniel Dubois had got ill or whatnot, I'm like, dude, what the hell is going on over there? Like, is it in the food or in the air? Which one is it? Because it was like, first we had Floyd Schofield pulling out the week of the fight. Then, now we got, Daniel Dubois pulling out the week of the fight, man. It's like, bro, what the heck is it? Like, come on, man. Like, we got to get it together. So, I was very upset, and I was thinking like, well, dang, it was really no reason for me to be upset because it was still a great card. It was like, in my eyes, it went from a perfect card to a great card, which obviously is still great. You know what I'm saying? But like, it was just like, I was just like looking forward to it so much, and it was just like, dang, bro, now, even though we still have so many great cards, I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I was just kind of like, I was disappointed. But then I hear that, like, that dude is fighting Martin Bakole. Now, I know I made my, for me, you know how I am. I keep the same like lingo with all fighters. Just like with Shakur, I wasn't mad at him for fighting a no-name because it was like, bro, your opponent pulled out the week of the fight. This is, it's so, go ahead and, fight you a no-name or whatever. It don't matter. Just, you need to be fighting. But man, shout out to Joseph Parker, bro. I mean, that dude got cojones to be doing that, bro. Nobody bro. Right now, Martin Bakole is right now he's the boogeyman of the division right now. It used to be Luis Ortiz, but Luis Ortiz is past his prime now. It's Martin Bakole, and for Joseph Parker to fight him on a 4-day notice. Now, it all depends though. I don't know. See, this is why I kind of like don't feel like, a big name should be fighting another big name on like a week's notice. And the reason why I say that is because it's like, it all depends. I don't know if Martin Bakole was already in shape enough to fight somebody else, but if he comes and he's not in shape, it's like, well, that's what happens when you fight on a 4-day notice. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I don't like that. But it's like, either way it goes, it's like, somebody's gonna be like, well, took a fight with him on a 4-day notice. Either way it goes, right? Where you have Joseph Parker, who was training for Daniel Dubois, and there are similarities in Daniel Dubois' style against Martin Bakole. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's not. It's definitely some similarities. However, it's like it's I was preparing for Daniel Dubois, but I'm getting Martin Bakole on a 4 days notice or whatnot. So if Martin Bakole was to beat him, it's like, damn, I was prepared for one guy. Either way. But if he beats Martin Bakole, then Martin Bakole has the right to say on me, like, because Martin Bakole, I'm gonna get into the article because Martin Bakole was scheduled to fight F.A. Ajagba. I'm gonna get into the article shortly, but it was like, I don't know, like, that was gonna be in May. So it was like, bro, I don't even think he probably barely started camp. You know what I'm saying? So that's dangerous, man. If you guys remember, when Anthony Joshua took on Otto Wallen on a week's notice, and he knocked him spark out. You know what I'm saying? So it's a dangerous task. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go ahead and get into the article, and then I'm gonna go ahead and drop my prediction for the rest of the wonderful card that we have. So shout out to badlefthook.com. It says Martin Bakole steps in to fight Joseph Parker on short notice. The bad news: Daniel Dubois is officially out of his IBF heavyweight title defense against Joseph Parker, which was slated to serve as a co-feature on the Artur Beterbiev Dmitry Bivol this coming Saturday. The good news, the ring announced that Martin Bakole has agreed to step in on the 11th hour. Bakole, who has the record of 21-1 with 16 knockouts, is no stranger to ride that season, having brutally defeated Jared Anderson on the last August Crawford versus Madrimov show in LA. He'd been ordered to face fellow African export Efe Ajagba in an IBF eliminator after Ejit Cabello elected to challenge Zhilei Zhang instead, but he's elected to take on. Damn, I hate when these pop-ups happen. But he's elected to take on the shorter and more dangerous route to the big time. Credit is due to both him and Parker, who has the record of 35-3 with 23 knockouts, who once again takes on the division's most dangerous and least pursued fighters. Really couldn't ask for a better replacement. I mean, seriously, bro. Seriously, man. Let me see if I could get another one. Let me see. Okay. Let's look at the Ring Magazine. So shout out to ringmagazine.com. It says WBO confirms Joseph Parker will keep his interim title now at stake versus Martin Bakole. Joseph Parker will have his belt to defend too. The Ring has confirmed that the interim WBO heavyweight title held by the New Zealander is now at stake this weekend. Parker is set to risk his secondary strap against late arriving Martin Bakole. They will meet Saturday in Saturday's DAZN pay-per-view co-feature live from the A&B arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. As previously reported by the Ring, Bakole is a very late replacement for Daniel Dubois, the Ring's number 2 heavyweight contender in the current IBF heavyweight titleist. Parker was previously set to challenge Dubois' title, but the Londoner fell ill Thursday and was pulled out of the show. Parker is the Ring's number 3 rated heavyweight contender, while Bakole is number 6. Alexander Usyk is the Ring's champion, who also holds the primary versions of the WBA, WBC, and WBO titles. Dubois Parker originally carried the stipulation that Parker will be permitted to retain his interim WBO heavyweight title until he enters the ring. The sanction body would have then removed the secondary belt for the circulation for the time being, as Parker was due to challenge for the primary IBF belt. So for those that don't know, Joseph Parker he holds the WBO interim title, not the world title, but basically the next title up. But because he was going to fight for the IBF, you can't have an interim title while holding the world championship belt. You can have the world title, the WBO world title, but you can't have an interim title while holding the championship belt. So they were going to go ahead and he was going to be stripped of the WBO interim, but now he holds that as he's no longer fighting for the IBF title. It says the dynamic is no longer in play without the IBF title at stake. WBO president Gustavo Oliveira confirmed to the Ring that Parker's bout against Bakole will be fully sanctioned. Bakole is not only fits the criteria as the number 2 ranked WBO contender, but is the highest rated available challenger. Zhilei Zhang, who has the record of 27-2 with 22 knockouts, is the Ring number 4 heavyweight contender and is rated at number 1 by the WBO. However, the former interim titleist is already set to face Ejit Cabello, who has the record of 20. That man oh my God, Saturdays. I'm so excited, bro. I'm so excited. I'm sorry, man, but this is I'm super excited about this card. Oh my gosh. Man, anyways, Bakole was previously scheduled to fight Efe Ajagba, which I just talked about. So, it says their bout was due to serve as a part of a Ring Magazine brand show this May in New York City, location to be determined. Given the recent developments, the IBF was not in a position to determine the next steps, if any, for its plans to fulfill a mandatory challenger slot at heavyweight. Parker was the second on this show to take a hit during the fight this week. As previously reported by the Ring's Floyd Schofield, who has a record of 18-0 with 12 knockouts, was hospitalized on Tuesday and pulled from his scheduled clash with the WBC lightweight titleist Shakur Stevenson, who has a record of 22-0 with 10 knockouts. Josh Padley, who has the record of 15-0 with 4 knockouts, was cleared and approved by the British Boxing Board of Control less than 24 hours later to challenge Stevenson's The Ring number 3 light heavyweight. Headlining the show, The Ring undisputed light heavyweight king Artur Beterbiev, who has the record of 21-0 with 20 knockouts, faces former WBA titleist Dimitri Bivol, who has the record of 23-1 with 12 knockouts. Their championship clash in a rematch to their October 12th thriller at nearby Kingdom Arena. Beterbiev via majority decision to fully unify the 175-pound titles. Beterbiev and Bivol are rated. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about this card, this magnificent card this Saturday. Go ahead and get into these predictions. Now, note you, every single one of these fights, with maybe the exception of Shakur versus Padley, could have been a main event type of fight, and even Shakur versus Padley could have been main event if you had it in Newark. But Shakur versus Floyd Schofield would have definitely been a main event fight. Every single one of these fights are main event fights, and we're getting them all in one day or one night. So man, oh man, I'm super excited about this, bro. I ain't even thinking about my broken hand right now. I'm so excited about this. But anyways, let me go ahead and give you my predictions of the fights, man. All right, so we have, first off, I don't know if it's going to be in this order or not, but I'm just going to go on the order that it has on BoxRec. We have Shakur Stevenson versus Josh Padley. Now, Shakur Stevenson obviously was preparing for Floyd Schofield. I have no clue how Josh Padley fights. I've never heard of him up until this moment. But listen, he's a fighter. A lot of people are putting pressure on Stevenson. Oh, if he doesn't knock him out, then I don't want to hear nothing about, like, fam, you're not gonna knock out just because a fighter doesn't have a big name doesn't mean that his chin is not durable. Like, he's not a durable fighter. Shakur might not knock dude out. He might not. He might get a stoppage, he might not. But that doesn't mean it has nothing to do with Shakur's talent. It has everything to do with the fact that, bro, this dude is just a durable fighter. My favorite fighter, Tank Davis, was scheduled. He took on Isak on a short notice, and he beat Isak with one hand, but he didn't stop him or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just stuff like that happens. So it's like, just because the dude is a no name doesn't mean he's durable. So you can't just expect to just go in there and knock out everybody just because you don't know who they like, because they don't have a name. Now, a lot of times, if their skills are trash, then yeah, you can be expecting to knock out. But if they have some solid skills and he has a chin, he's durable, then hey, it is what it is. You probably might not get the knockout. But I'm gonna just go ahead and I don't know. Shakur is not known for being a knockout artist. I'm gonna go ahead and say Shakur winning by unanimous decision. It should be a clean. No, you know what? F that. I'm gonna say Shakur by 10th round TKO. I'm gonna go ahead. That's my prediction for Shakur. Next up, we have Joshua Batiste versus Callum Smith. Oh my gosh, if that ain't a great fight. But that's a tough one. Joshua Batiste, who has the record of 19-0 with 13 knockouts. Very, very good fighter. I saw his fight with Willie Hutchinson or whatnot. Very good fighter or whatnot. But I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I got Callum Smith winning that fight. It's gonna be a tough fight, but I got Callum Smith winning 7 rounds to 5, 115 to 113. So far I got Shakur and I got Callum Smith. Next we got Zhilei Zhang versus Edge Cabello. And Edge Cabello he's decent, but I got Zhilei Zhang stopping him like in the 7th round. I think Cabello's decent, but I'm not thoroughly impressed with him or whatnot. I got Zhilei Zhang. Matter of fact, who did Cabello fight that I just didn't think he looked he fought Frank Sanchez. That's right. And Frank Sanchez clearly had a leg issue. I'm not making no excuses because I don't really even care for Frank Sanchez. But if you go and watch that fight, bro, you could clearly see dude had some sort of leg issues going on or whatnot. But I got Zhilei Zhang winning that fight by 7th round stoppage or whatever. Next up, a fight that I'm really looking forward to: Virgil Ortiz versus Israel Madrimov. Now, Virgil Ortiz is coming. I believe he's coming off of that fight with I can just click on it. I don't know why I just sat there and said that. He's coming off of a close victory over Sergey Boachuk or whatnot, and Boachuk was actually scheduled to fight Madrimov. I'm glad that they didn't schedule that, because those are two tough fights back to back. But he's coming off of a very close victory over Sergey Boachuk. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think Israel Madrimov is gonna I think he's gonna put some work on Virgil Ortiz, bro. I really do. I got Israel Madrimov winning that fight by, I'm gonna give it, I want to say 7 rounds to 5, 115 to 1. I feel like I don't know why I feel like I said 7 rounds to 3 earlier when I picked when I said Caleb Smith versus Josh. If I did not mean to say that, but I meant 7 rounds to 5. I don't know why I feel like I said 7 rounds to 3. But anyways, I don't know. I could be tripping. But anyways, I got Israel Madrimov winning 7 rounds to 5, 115, 113. Should there be no knockdowns? If there is a knockdown, I don't know. I got Israel Madrimov winning though. So next fight we have Carlos Adames versus Hasim Shiraz, which, oh my gosh, that's another fight I'm super excited about. Man, I got to order me some pizza. Man, I think this fight comes, I think it starts, I ordered it, and I believe it said it starts at 8 a.m. in Arizona time or whatnot. So shoot, man, I'm not gonna be able to order no pizza or whatnot if it comes on that early. I'm gonna go check again in a little bit when I get in the house or whatnot, but man, I hope it, I don't know. We're gonna see. I ain't got nothing to train for now. I broke my hand. So, let me see here. But Carlos Adames versus Hasim Shiraz, I'm super excited about that. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I got Hasim Shiraz winning that fight. I want to say by stoppage, bro. I want to say by late round stoppage, like 11th round TKO. But I'm gonna say ultimately I got Hasim winning that fight. I'm gonna say by 11th round stoppage, but if not, I still pick the right person if he wins. Next up, we have a fight that I was just talking about earlier in this video that I'm super excited for. Martin Bakole versus Joseph Parker. It is hard to really Martin Bakole is the boogeyman in the division. It's hard to really pick against him. But in this situation, I don't know how much shape he's in. I don't know if he was already training, preparing for a fight. I don't know. Like I don't know. So it's so much that I don't know that I'm have to pick Joseph Parker by decision. I don't know if it'll. I don't know. I think Joseph Parker is an exceptional boxer. I believe Joseph Parker should win. I believe he will win 8 rounds to 4, 116 to 112. Should there be no knockdowns? And then finally, we have the main event. Now, you guys, if you guys follow my channel, you know that Dimitri Bivol has been my favorite light heavyweight for a long time. So even though I picked Artur Beterbiev to beat him the first fight, I got to go. I didn't like that because I didn't like going against my boy Dimitri. I love Dimitri Bivol, love how he fights and everything. So I'm going to pick my boy to win in the rematch. I want Dimitri Bivol to win 7 rounds to 5, 115, 113. Close fights. And that's my predictions for the fight card, all right? I predict Shakur is going to win. I predict Caleb Smith's going to win. I predict Zhilei Zhang's going to win. I predict Israel Madrimov's going to win. I predict Hasim Shiraz is going to win. I predict Joseph Parker is going to win. And I predict Dimitri Bivol is going to win. But enough about me. I want to know your predictions. Drop it in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. But what do I know?